All right, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Honors and salutations to all you Akim out there that's laboring in the truth and sincerity. And this is an update, if you will, speaking on the prophecy and through the spirit of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. The 2020 is coming in like a blast, man. All right, the Lord is blasting through with prophecy, man. And look, Esau, you do what you want to do, but at the end of the day, don't get mad at us. We just reporting the news, man. I think it was one of the Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar said, look, we're just the news. We're like the weather, man. And a lot of the news information we're getting from your media, but then we're showing you how it links in with the prophecy. And a lot of these prophecies are coming to pass, man. So anyway, the name of this show is going to be We're Living in a Time That the Prophet Spoke About. Because you got a lot of people that think that, they got caught up into this new age nonsense, and they think that the days of prophecy is don't exist no more. Nah, we always been in a time of prophecy, and we have to tell end of it, man. So now this is a report, that about because remember the Spirit kept having brothers going into this the war that was brewing back again over there in Iraq between the United States, Israel with Iran, and this thing is getting hot, man. This thing is, look, at the end of the day, there will be a World War III, and this is all prophecy. So for you to sit there and come against us and flag our shows and sit there and try to shut our shows down, get us all, you just prove, basically all you're doing is you just proving that we're speaking the truth, man. At the end of the day, and more people, their eyes are going to see that the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, the Heavenly Father, in the name of his Son, was speaking through us, man. All right, these are his words. These are the prophecies that the Lord gave us. That's how we know that there was going to be tension and that it was never going to be no peace, man. That's how we know that the Israelis was going to drag the United States into World War III, basically, with the other nations. So anyway, this is from CNN, and as you see it, it says U.S. claims responsibility for Baghdad attack that killed Iran Revolutionary Guards commander. It said the commander of Iran's Kurds force has been killed in a United States strike ordered by President Donald Trump. And see, this devil, he letting them horns hang, baby. He letting them horns hang. But that's the prophecy too. Revelations 12:12. Here it is, they talking about impeaching Trump. That's why he like, man, I ain't sweating that shit, man. Even Netanyahu, he's in hot water up there trying to seek a diplomatic community and everything. So what do? They start the war games, man. And it's the spirit of the Most High that's on them overall. Because here it is, they think that these are little wars that are going to just die down and, send out messages and everything like that. No, the Most High is going to have these things occur to bring forth his wrath, man. We living in the time of the Lord's wrath, you see. And the Most High said, and hold on, I'm going to go to Joel. Well, there's a lot of scriptures you could go to. It's tons of scriptures, man. It's tons and all you doing is just giving us more and more to talk about. And of course, Esau wants to get us, get us out of here, man. But by the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, we're going to continue to be here. All right. It says, verse 8, it says, therefore wait upon Slaki. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, until the day that I rise up to the prey. So that's why we're not with no attacking the white man, And yeah, you can say we condemn any attacks against Esau. You got guys rising up like the Zealots or the Sicaris and all that. They're going off. All right, you ain't supposed to be sitting up there trying to set war. You can't do that. That's off. The Lord said what? Therefore, wait ye upon me. So we just waiting upon the Lord. Regardless what this devil does, let him do what he's doing. He's doing what the devil does, man. And that's why things are stirred up, because the Most High put that spirit in him. You see? But ultimately it's for what? For the Lord's purpose. So the Most High could expose these devils and destroy them and establish his name throughout the earth. That's the time. We living in these times, man. You see, it says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations. And that's what's happening. Right over there in the Middle East. Right now they're in Iraq. They did strikes on the airport. We're going to go back to the article over there in Iraq, which is right next door to what? Iran. You see? And like, well, the guy says in the article, he said it's just like what I feared. Iraq being used as a battleground between Iraq and Iran and the United States. But don't worry, Russia's going, because that's the prophecy, man. You see? These things are going down now as we speak. This was one that just happened. And like we said, they're going to start deploying more troops. You're going to see more military action. Why do you think Kim Jong-il and all the rest of them were trying out their nuclear weapons, man? You see, the nuclear treaty ended, what was it, last year? And they didn't renew it? Because why? Everybody's flexing their muscle because tensions are high, man. Tensions are high. And the majority of the nations really are fed up with the United States because they all over the world trying to police the world. You see? It says, for my determination, and this is the Heavenly Father speaking, this is his word. He said, my determination is to gather the nations that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon, see, the kingdoms meaning all these different other nations. Because even though we're speaking about the Lord raising up these nations, they're not the chosen people. The chosen people are the Israelites, man. The real Israelites of the lost tribes of Israel, man. The 12 tribes of Israel. Those are the people of the Most High, which is us, okay? They're, like we've been telling you. We've been telling you time and time again. Now things are, watch, things ain't, man, it's just what, the third day? The second, January 2nd? And shit's just been popping off from New Year's going into it, you know? So it says, to assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation. Yeah, the Lord's destruction. That's why they don't even realize it, man. They don't even realize it. They're thinking that, yeah, you know, join my country, we're going to take over the world, rule the net, you know? A lot of these people, these nations and these countries that are all gathered over there, you know, at a standstill, or not no more, but they sitting there, you know, in their garrisons or whatever, if you will, for lack of better words. They sitting over there waiting to get the orders and start striking on each other, man. You see? Because that's the Lord said, my determination is to gather the nations that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation. Indignation, look that word up. It means a righteous hatred, a vehement, like a you know, justifiable hatred, okay? It says, even all my fierce anger. See, the Lord said it's fierce anger because the damage that is going to happen is going to be pretty fierce, man. You see? It said, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. And what's that fire talking about? It's talking about the nuclear missiles, man. That's the fire of the Lord's jealousy. Verse 9, it says, for then, what? And what time that's speaking about? It's talking about the time we're in now. For then will I turn to the people speaking about Israel, a pure language, which is what? The true language. Pure language goes back to the Lashon Kodash, which is known as the holy tongue, all right, or the pure tongue. What's the pure tongue? What's the pure language of the earth? The Hebrew, okay? And the Lashon Kodash, we got a lot of people all messed up. Oh, you don't know if that. First of all, at the end of the day, you're gonna figure it out. We done figured it out. And as it is written, the just shall live by faith. So, you know, we have faith in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Because it tells you in Proverbs, the 18th chapter, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous runneth therein. Okay? You see? So it says, for then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord to serve him with one consent. And see, and that's the thing. You got to serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua with one mindset, like it says in 1 Corinthians 1 and 10. Not different groups and this opinion, this guy doing that. You know, you got a lot of Israelites out there just playing around, doing what they want to do. They don't take this truth serious, man. You know? I mean, I'm not saying being being unbalanced, but you got a lot of guys that just think the truth is a joke. You know, they think the Passover is just a feast day, and just an event, like a ballroom event. You know, You got a lot of guys that just think that this thing is just about doing a video just so your face could be seen, you know, wearing shiny garments, right? You got a lot of these idiots out here that, and I got to call them what they are, you see? And the Lord is going to expose them because they haven't been doing what the Lord said. They haven't been prophesying. They haven't been instructing and warning Israel. And the people that follow them are going to wake up to them too. Just like the mark of the beast. Like a lot of, you know, and this just pertains to whoever it pertains to. A lot of y'all people, GMS this, GMS that. Apostle Tar this, Apostle Gabar that. Apostle Ricard this. The elders, them brothers in GMS, Apostle Ramlab that. Well, in that day, when Esau put that chip upon you, I want to see what you're going to do. You know? I want to see what you're going to do. When Esau starts rolling in your neighborhood, shutting it down. Because look, this guy, and for all we know, this dude could have been a regular person. You know, but Esau, all of a sudden now he's the head of the terrorist plot over there in Iraq. Esau could just turn anybody, he could turn Felix the cat into a damn terrorist, man. You see, that's the power through their media. You see? But anyway, it says, and they should call upon the name of the Lord to serve him with one consent. So now going back to the article, it says, pardon me, it says, attack ordered by President Donald Trump and aimed at deterring future Iranian attack plans. The Pentagon said, it said Qasem Soleimani, the commander of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, which we don't have no dealings with these guys. And a lot of the, you know, Esau does believe in the theater of war. You got a lot of these guys are actors and everything. So, I mean, for all we know, like, who the hell is this guy? He just, all of a sudden, he's this big time revolutionary leader. I ain't never heard of this nigga, you know, but that's what Esau do. They set up these boogeymen. But nonetheless, you know, in their pride, they going out there starting shit. Don't think that it's going to come back on them, man. You see? And the American people are going to suffer. You know, people all over the world going to suffer. You see? It says, in Abu Mahdi al-Muhandis, the deputy head of the Iran-backed Iraqi Popular Mobilization Force, were among those killed in the attack at Baghdad International Airport early Friday. And notice, this is right after the Iranians, and now you see why. The Iranians ordered all Americans, they said, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here, because, you know, it was going to be another war. It said the Iraqi military said 3 rockets were fired at the airport, with the total number of people killed unclear. In a statement, the Pentagon said that the U.S. had to take decisive defensive action to protect U.S. personnel abroad. You see? What the hell are they doing abroad? And we know what the scriptures say about that. The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2. Right? I'm going to go straight up to the point. Well, I'm going to read down into it. Isaiah 2 and 1, I'll start at 1. I will stand upon my watch. Like I said, that's all we are, is watchmen. We just saying what we see. We according to the prophecies, and we know that we living in these times that was prophesied about. It says, and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that read it. The vision is what? Dealing with the prophecies, man. All right, the destruction of America, the World War III, the issuing of the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. All right, that's part of the vision. Okay, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. Yeah, now we're in that appointed time. It said, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. All right, so it's speaking. We see that. Yeah, we're in the time of what the prophets was prophesying about, because all the signs are there, the wars, rumors of wars. You got, you know, all these different plagues happening. You know, the stage is just set. We know it. We know that we're in those times. It says, at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So it's gonna get to a point where you're gonna have one thing happening after another, man. I'm talking about on a major scale. You're gonna have an attack over here in Iraq and Iran. You're gonna have an attack over there in India. You have shit popping off with North Korea, South Korea. United States is gonna be declaring martial law. Certain areas, certain people gonna be, people getting assassinated, and it's gonna be all kind of shit going down, man. You see, just because of the time that we in. It says, verse 4, behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him. And we got to keep bringing these prophecies and these scriptures out, man. You see, you got to keep, because they sit there and try to accuse us of all this nonsense, but they don't accuse us of reading the scriptures out of the Holy Bible. You see, we're just reporting what's in the scriptures. This is what the scripture said. It says his soul, which is lifted up in him, is not right. And we can see that clearly on these devils, man. It said, but the just shall live by his faith. Yeah, not by no weapon. We ain't picking up no damn weapons for you devils, man. Look, our power is in the power of prayer, man. We believe in praying to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. We believe in the Most High. The Most High is going to crush you, man. All right? And he's leading you right to your destruction. The more you keep trying to attack us and everything proves that this word is getting to you, man. And you just make us look right. Like I said, when they pass all this legislation and sit there and try to turn the world against us and demonize us, they just fulfilling prophecy, man. And they making us look good, really, at the end of the day. All right? It says, yea, also, because he transgresses by wine, which is what? Their philosophy. They ain't talking about a bottle of Manischewitz. It's talking about their philosophy. And that's how this devil is. They push they nonsense, all the bullshit that goes on here in America, all the backwards ass demonic, wicked shit that go on in America, such as homosexuality, which is wicked and evil, lesbianism, wicked and evil, transgenders, wicked and evil, wicked and very evil, all of that, wicked, evil, nasty, abominable things, all right, to say the least, and as well as the witchcraft, okay? When the scriptures tell you clear, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. If a man get caught laying with a man, they should both be put to death. They justify it and make legislation protecting it and promoting it, and then they go and spread it around the world, man. You see? So who is that talking about? It said he is a proud man. Who's proud? These so-called white people. It says neither keepeth at home. You see? And that's, when you read in this article, that's a proud statement from a proud devil who doesn't keep at home. It says, in a statement, the Pentagon said the U.S. had to take decisive action to protect U.S. personnel abroad. You see? Why? Much less, they're not worried about the U.S. citizens. They're more worried about U.S. personnel because why? They're over there for the interests of the elites, man. To monitor what's going on, infiltrate these different countries, right? And then take whatever natural resources they can take, whether it be oil fields, the poppy seed fields. Oh, yeah, that's what this government does, man. They go and steal from these other countries, then they demonize them and accuse them of terrorism or plotting attacks on the United States. How come all these people plotting attacks on the United States, you never hear nothing about them until Esau's, making a move on them? Huh? They're a bunch of nobodies until Esau, needs somebody to throw the blame on, to do a diversion, because everybody's starting to catch on to all the dirt that the United States did. So they just drum up these new bad guys. It said this strike was aimed at deterring future Iranian attack plans. The statement said, the United States will continue to take all necessary action to protect our people and our interests, see, wherever they are around the world. The fuck they worried about around the world? They got problems here in America, man. They got nothing but problems all throughout America. And notice, why they not worried about what's going on in America, man? First, and then those other countries where they're going, the countries wasn't doing half as bad as they were until the United States got over there. To Israel, those so-called Jews, all right, those Khazars who sought to establish the vision in 1948. See, we dealing with the facts, man. At the end of the day, we dealing with the scriptures, the Bible, which is the truth, all right? As well as historical proof and facts, man, about Esau, you know, with the going back to the Balfour Declaration, all right? Lord Balfour, can't say his name right now, and sitting up there giving it, writing, prescribing a letter saying that you guys are now the Jews and the people that, you know? You understand? This is what these devils been doing. Prior to that, things wasn't half as bad, man. And see, in the scriptures tell you in Proverbs, the 29th chapter, I believe, or 28th, said when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. So anytime you put the devil in power, he's going to put hell on all the people, and that's what's been happening. It says, yea, he also transgresseth by wine, verse 5. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, which we just read, who enlargeth his desire as hell, meaning they're never satisfied. They always want to keep conquering land. They like I said, they go into the rainforest. They want to conquer and build a damn a building, skyscrapers and stuff in the middle of a goddamn rainforest, man. He's never satisfied. It said, in his as death, see, and could not be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, see, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him in a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to, this is speaking about the other nations coming up against America, and this is what we're seeing happen. It says, in a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. And that's all these devils been doing. Going still in the oil, the gold, all the natural, the uranium, you know, stealing everything from these different, the poppy fields, the poppy seeds. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, in a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. And that's all the clay dealing with what? The debt of the United States. They're talking about pumping in some other, I forgot how many $1 billion into the military this year, man. But yet there's a big a deficit, big debt, you know, and 30-something trillion or whatever the hell it is. You see? So it says, and to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, because that's how Esau is, man. It says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee? And that's what's happening, man. And see, now in this day and age, and that's because we in that time, we at the end, because these devils forgot that the only reason why they're in power is because the Most High set them up the rule for a time period. Now that that time has come to an end, everything else is going to stop. And all these other nations, they just licking their chops because they've been waiting. Because they already know it's just the people over here in America and maybe a few other idiots around the world. But for the most part, the majority of the world, the other nations, and there's a whole, in this 2020, Esau, which, you know, all goes back to the basic nations going from Ham, Shem, and Japheth, you know, and then their respective sons that became nations. But now it's so many damn nations throughout the whole earth, and most of these nations know that the United States ain't shit. They're a bunch of crooks, a bunch of criminals, liars, demons, thieves, you name it. And it's coming out. It's coming out, and it's going to be a lot more chaos. And look, like we say, it don't matter. You could get rid of all the Israelite pages. The Lord is still going to come. Yahweh Shai is still going to come and fuck you devils up, man. What the Lord said, he going to cast his shoe at Edom, right? The Most High going to put his foot in these so-called white people last, man. The Lord ain't playing. So, yeah, you better do whatever you can do right now, you see? Because the Most High is coming for you devils, man. It says, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shall be for booties unto them. Yeah, Esau going to be new booty. You know, they used to sitting there taking everybody else's booty, spoils, that is, right? Robbing everybody. Well, guess what? Now they're going to get robbed. It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, robbed, spoiled. And then when you look at that word, I looked it up too, that word spoil means violently, by fraud. But matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Oh no, because I'm on airplane mode. When you look that word spoiled up, it goes heavy into how violently taking things away and setting up taxation, inflated taxes, and that's what Esau did, because thou hast spoiled many nations, robbed them, put them in debt, gave them high interest rates, bankrupted countries, destroyed a lot of countries, then rebuilt them and put them in debt to the United States. It says, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood and the so-called white man, especially America. They're familiar with it. How was America established? These are all facts. We're not speaking, you can call it what you want to call it, but we ain't speaking hatred. We're speaking facts. All right? And actually, again, Esau is the one that brings the violence and the hate. They had a movie, The Hate That You Give. Yeah, it's the hate that you give us. You sitting up there lying, slandering us, demonizing us, But watch, the Most High gonna turn everything in our favor, man. Just like going back during the time of Esther, man, and Mordecai, man. How Haman, which I believe he was an Amalekite, if I'm not mistaken, sought to have Esther and Mordecai hung. They had gallows waiting for him, man. You see? But Esau is going to be hung in the gallows, man. You see? All right. It says, because of men's blood and for the violence of the land, see? In America, that's why you got nothing but violence going on in America. Shootings, rapings, murder, all kind of shit happening here, because that's how this place was set up. It says, and of all that dwell therein, woe to him that covered in evil covetousness. So anyway, I'm gonna end it right there. I mean, it's more. I mean, maybe Lord willing, the Spirit get on me. I'm gonna hit on it again. But it's so many things going on, man. We definitely living in the time of what the prophet spoke of the end time, the last days. The mark of the beast is here. It's not even a thing now or a question. Is that no? It's there. Everybody know what it is. Racial tensions is at a high. You got Esau. He's showing his colors as the devil, and it's just beautiful, man. It's just beautiful at the end of the day, because this is prophecy, man. This is all prophecy. But anyway, with that, all praises go to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and as always, I hope you sincere brothers will edify. Shalom.